Speaking of April Fools, that joke does work, Rich, and it wasn't a joke as far as what happened last night or over the weekend. I'm not sure when it happened. I just know that Freddie Freeman didn't play yesterday.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman missed the Los Angeles Dodgers series opener against the Braves on Monday for a rather unexpected reason.
Oh.
Dodgers manager Dave Roberts told reporters that Freeman had a little mishappy getting into the shower, which caused his surgically repaired right ankle to swell a little bit. So that's the really downside of the story.
And so the Dodgers only won 6-1.
Exactly.
I know.
But Freeman to start the season has been on a roll.
Oh, yeah.
So it was bad news going into the game.
And you don't want any previous injury to be re-aggravated, right? So let's talk about it. I know you, Rich, have a few shower stories of your own, but embarrassing injuries. And like I said, the fact that he re-injured this is what makes it a bad story. We hope he comes back. We hope he's all right. I'm a Yankees guy, but I don't want to see Freddie Freeman, hurt. We don't know how long he's out for, right? They're letting him recoup a little bit, and they're going to see. I haven't heard any updates yet, Danny G.
Day to day.
It's day to day. So he always wants to play. We know that. We saw that in the World Series. But how hurt is he? Who knows? But he slipped. So let's get to your phone calls now.
And truthfully, whatever I hear today, I'm not going to believe anyway.
I know, right? 877-99 on Fox. We got Danny G on standby. We got Iowa Sam with all your favorite Fool songs on this Tuesday. He's on the ones and twos. We got Dan Byer and Spotty. Tell us the story that you told me. Weren't you on vacation?
I was.
Were you trying to get all romantic?
If there's kids listening, I was in the shower with a ex-girlfriend because we were scrubbing each other down because I couldn't reach my back.
You were saving water.
Yeah,
each other's feet. You're scrubbing each other's feet.
Yeah. So I remember my ex was like, "Let's go in the shower," and in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, well, someone's always cold. It's the wrong type of wet. There's so many wrong things about the shower."
It's usually the guy that's cold.
Yeah,
right?
As I'll take Covino's joke. You know those like shower gloves your girl has? Like to scrub herself? Covino's like, he puts those on because he's cold.
Yeah, we talked about how your wife uses a Keith Hernandez glove, remember?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So, someone's always cold. It's the wrong type of wet. The circumstance, it sounds like, hot and sexy. Never fun in the shower. But I'm on vacation. I'm in my 20s. I was with an ex. And I must have pulled a Freddie Freeman because I was like, whoa! I slipped. And the faucet where before you go to the shower, like to fill up the tub, that faucet at the bottom?
Yeah.
I fell and scraped my whole back, like up my back, almost like I'm bleeding from my back. And I'm trying to decide, like, do I continue? Like, what do I do? I think we're going to call this a day. But till this day, I have a scar on my back, and it's from a failed...
Oh, I thought that was a tramp stamp.
No, that was just from a failed attempt at shower loving.
I thought it was a butterfly tattoo right above your ass crack.
Nope, that's not what it is.
Oh, so it's next to the butterfly tattoo next to your ass crack.
It's right above.
Wow.
Yeah,
I remember that, though. I remember Rich had, like, his back bandaged, and he told this story of, like, this failed moment of romance. And, that's what makes the story even funnier is because you were trying to be all sexy about it, and then something goes wrong like that.
Remember the movie Van Wilder when he oils up the girl? And they catch on fire and he like slips off her out the window or something?
Dude, I actually have a similar thing. I was trying to get all romantic my college days. And what did you really know about romance, right? Like lighting a candle. So I was trying to light a candle, and I dropped all the hot wax all over me. And I was like, ah! And my fingers started blistering up. And the girl's like, I think I'm going to leave now.
No, I'm fine.
And I was like, no, it's okay. My finger like sizzled. It melted away. And I remember like being in so much pain. And she did leave. Swear to God, true story, which made it even more embarrassing. But that's what we're getting at. Like your stupid, embarrassing injuries based on Freddie Freeman. And it doesn't have to be in the world of sports, but you hear him all the time. Wasn't it Kevin Brown who punched the wall, right?
Oh, there's been a ton of these freak injuries in baseball.
Yeah. Oh, baseball especially, but you hear about them in sports all the time. It could be in your own personal life. I remember I was like a early teen, like 13 years old maybe, right?
Oh, so the same size you are now?
Same size I am right now, hitting bombs. And, I was playing around in the backyard, and Dad was doing some sort of like, I don't know, working on the patio or something. And it was all these planks of wood just laying there. And what do you do when you see like little bars of wood? You just like try to balance on it, right?
Yeah.
La 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 la. And I'm trying to.
Well, you're a
balance.
huge Mary Lou Retton fan,
I
right?
was a huge gymnast guy back in these days, and I was trying to do my best balancing act. And dude, sure enough, I'm walking just daydreaming. Like, who cares? I'm just walking in the backyard, and I'm walking on this piece of wood, and I step dead on it. The nail went right through the shoe, right through my shoe, and through my foot, and I had to pull it out like,
like your Marv from Home Alone?
Dude, yeah, it went right through my foot. But why though? Because I was an airhead or a balloon head, just like floating around in my backyard, bouncing on this piece of wood like a Mary Lou Retton, and it went right through my foot, dude.
I remember
True
a story.
right
I remember a story, Covino, you told about your dad, Big Steve.
Oh, it's the best story.
This,
dude.
you're lucky your dad didn't die.
This is the best one, so I got to tell it. Thanks for reminding me. Again, same backyard.
Freak accidents. That's what we're talking
Freak
about.
accident. Same backyard. My buddy Gus was over the house, part of the story, and my dad was by the grill. Everybody remembers their dad by the grill, getting ready to cook something for you and your buddy. He's like, hey, Gus, what do you want, a hamburger? Gus like, yeah. He's like, how you like it cooked? Meanwhile, parents never care. They cook it the same way every time. So my dad's chopping the hamburger meat, and he's trying to get the hamburger patties, I guess, separated. And all of a sudden, dude, he's just chopping away with the knife, and all of a sudden I hear, ah! And I'm thinking, April Fools? What's going on? He's like, ah! And no one sees their dad, like, cry or act in this way ever, right? So I'm like, I have to be like 14, 13 years old. I'm looking at him, me and my buddy Gus, like, what's going on? He's like, ah. And dude, he goes stumbling down the driveway, bleeding everywhere because he stabbed himself in the leg while chopping the meat. So he's chopping the meat and slipped, boom, stabbed himself right in the leg, bro. And I'll never forget that because I thought he was messing around. Like when you see your dad reacting that way, you're like, Dad, are you kidding me right now?
You know, you've probably at some point will hurt yourself trying to do something for your kids. I remember I got a wiffle ball stuck in a tree. I don't know how, but a full tree wiffle ball got stuck up there. I go, Dad. He goes, hold on.
Oh, I got it, Richie.
And my dad was wearing flip-flops, or as he called them in the 80s, thongs.
Your dad wore thongs before Cisco made him cool.
So my dad's wearing all my thongs. I'm like, Dad, don't call them that anymore, please.
Your dad thinks the Cisco song is about his shoes.
Thongs.
I'm showing off my sexy thongs.
My dad, in flip-flops, I'm sorry, thongs, jumps up to get my wiffle ball out of the tree, lands, and turns his ankle. And he was mad at me, like, you son of a bitch, because of you and your stupid wiffle ball.
That's
and my
that's
dad,
what you get for wearing thongs.
My dad's ankle's all taped up because he tried to get the wiffle ball. But when it comes to sports, I have a few I want to throw out there. But let's get the phones going. The most interactive show on Fox Sports Radio, April Fool's Day. We're talking about foolish behavior, the weird freak injuries a la Freddie Freeman missing a couple games because he slipped in the shower. Sammy Sosa sneezing. We've all heard this, right?
Yeah, it's a famous one.
And because we all know that feeling where, like, you're sort of holding a sneeze in or not, but my neck, like his neck, right?
My neck and my back. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, he was out for a while because of that.
When I was
I think he pulled a neck muscle or something in the mid sneeze.
When I was a little kid growing up on the East Coast in the 80s and 90s. Everyone remembers this, but it was a big, big story back east. When Bobby Ojeda cut his finger off with hedge clippers by mistake. Why would Bobby Ojeda be trimming his own hedges and bushes at his yard? But do you remember that story?
Yeah,
Bobby Ojeda.
Totally.
Cuts his finger off.
Totally remember that. Let's get involved. April Fool's Day, 877-99 on Fox. These are true stories we tell, though. We're not messing around. And it all is from the Freddie Freeman story of him re-injuring his ankle that he had surgery on, slipping in the shower. What up, DB?
I don't know if you guys, we're of the same age, but I knew a lot of older guys who were missing a digit or two. Like my uncle, it was not, and I felt like it was more common.
My grandfather had 9 fingers.
My grandfather's fingers were all mangled, too. He was a butcher.
Yes.
So his fingers were all sliced and butchered up and weird looking.
My Uncle Harry did not have all 10 fingers.
My
I know he had 8 or 9, but I know he didn't have 10.
My grandfather was missing his left pointer. And know what the answer was? This is how people operated so differently. 1930s in Brooklyn. Him and his brother were chopping wood. his brother cut his finger off. And I remember asking him, like, Grandpa, what did you do with the finger? He goes, oh, we threw it out. Like, you threw it out?
Oh, yeah, we tossed it.
Just threw it out. And his brother ran away from home because he was scared. So his brother ran away for a week. And he's like, oh, no, I have 9 fingers.
Dan Byer, that's such a funny observation.
Really
You're right.
is.
The loss of digits was like,
Everyone had
so
someone.
much more
I
common.
had an
back
uncle,
then.
Uncle Carl who was missing a digit.
Yeah, right.
And he was he worked with cars, but the rumor was that I think he did collections.
Sure.
So I think something happened. I think he stood up
It's
to
a true
someone he
story.
shouldn't have.
One of
Did a
my
hood land on your finger or something?
one of my best buddies
No,
growing
the
up,
Celtics didn't cover.
his dad, one of my best buddies' dad was missing a finger, right? And my family happened to be there when it happened. It's just a small world sort of thing. The families grew up together. And his dad was running his hand across a chain link fence. And the ring got caught in the fence and ripped his finger off. And he had to get it removed. Yeah. So my
Wait,
buddy,
was he on a car or something?
no, he just running with his hand going across the fence.
Very sensitive
Yeah,
fingers.
dude, I have no idea how it happened, but I know my buddy's dad had a finger missing.